KingsDecree here with Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, one of my favorite games that I'm going to play for you here today. They'll probably be in about 12 to 15 minute sections, just about every day if I can. This is one of my favorite games, and I'm really excited to play this today. So I'm probably going to be doing the voices on these characters. Probably. It's not going to be great. I was trying to practice a Boston accent for these kids, but I can't really do it, so I'm just going to go, oh man, why do I get stuck on the weak team? Because you're a douche, Lyle. That's why. We're just going to lose. What's the fun in that? You know, if I can kind of slide into a Boston accent, that'd be perfect. Hey, Mute, where's your little bear today? He didn't want his precious bear to get wet in the snow. Aw, did your mommy give you that bear? What's your problem, new kid? I kind of slid into it a little bit. Leave him alone. He's not gonna say anything anyway. He's like a little girl. Girl. Hey, that's gender discrimination. And I know some little girls that kick your ass. Being a little tough cracker. What, Ritz? Oh, it's Ritz Cracker. That's what that's what I was going for. How about we switch? You like that better? Let's start already. You should speak up. Tell him your name at least. You can't be the new kid forever. Sure you can. I'm not going with Marsh. Are you kidding me? That's lame. Can you go with King? I like the word King. It's a nice, well-rounded word. One of the biggest things I really like about this game is the visual style. It looks so pretty. You haven't done anything wrong. This game came out like 10 years ago too, and it still looks really good. Okay, Mr. whatever his name, Leisure, we're ready to go. We're ready to kick some ass. Let's get the snowball fight started. You ready? Are you ready to snowball fight? Yes. Gosh, this game is so good looking. And it sounds amazing too. Gun used to the snow in St. Appalachia, King? I hope I'm saying that right. It's much warmer where you're from, isn't it? He's from Texas, by the way. Yes, sir. Never snowed. This is practically my first snowball fight. Really? Then let me give you some pointers. Ritz, could you help us out? Teacher's pet. Loser. Yes, Mr. Leisure. I don't know what his actual name is. Kids with the highest speed move first. Once your turn comes around, first you have to move. You can only go a set distance, so think about first and then move. When the menu isn't up, press the B button to move to your move range. You can redo and move as many times as you want. Ready to move? She's ready to move. She likes to move. Okay, now that you're in position, you can throw a snowball. Choose snowball from the action menu. The green colored panel show your throwing range. Now choose where you want to aim within that range. If no one from the other team is in range, just wait. Waiting makes your next turn come around faster. Okay, here he goes. Hiya! Boom! Look at that animation. Damn, he dodged it. Once you've thrown, you have to choose your facing. Once you've chosen the facing, your turn ends. Yada 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 yada. You understand? No. I almost clicked yes. I'm so used to moving it away from like the repeat option. Now let's get back to the snowball fight. Yeah? Yeah. Good luck, King. Yeah. So, this game gets a lot of parallels to the game previous. It's prequel? It's not a prequel, but it's I don't know if you call this a successor or this is its successor. But anyway, Final Fantasy Tactics, right? That's the PS1 game, right? A lot of people, whenever Final Fantasy Tactics comes out, like in general, advance or no, that game always seems to get more praise, and I think that's a little unwarranted. I don't think it's as good as this game is. I'm prepared for the hate for that, but I've never played through the entire story of War of the Lions, I guess I can just call it. I can never get past, there's this one section just after, well, okay, it was a section about a quarter of the way through the game, I would think, where you're, there's a huge wall, and there's a whole bunch of mages on the other side. I can never get past it with my crew, so I wasn't really interested in trying to beat it, so I just stopped playing it. I didn't find it very fun. I thought it was very, well, I mean, okay, but I should say this, alright, okay, that game came out like 20 years ago, so it's really hard to criticize it when I'm playing it, like, you know, like just within this year instead of back when it came out, when it was, you know, revolutionary or whatever. But I do think that that game is pretty, even with its updated graphics and everything like that for the PSP version. I still don't think it's all that great. I think it's a pretty muddy looking game, and it plays very cut and dryly. Whereas this game, right? Look at it. It just looks fucking fantastic, and there's a lot more fun to be had in this game, which is really what I want. I think I'm also playing at the same time Tactics Ogre for the Vita, or sorry, for the PSP, but I'm playing on my Vita. That's very similar to the War of the Lions, which it still scratches that itch, I guess, when it comes to strategy playing. I don't think the game is well suited for like in a chess-like sense. You know what it's really hard to explain what I'm trying to say. I think if they're trying to go for, like, you have a very specific strategy in mind when you go into it, but I both don't think that the game is difficult enough, or, well, I mean, you can always, you know, use less party members, but I think that's rather don't want to do that. It just seems like it puts you in an unfair advantage. I want to go up against like a smart enemy team, and anyway, I don't think that this kind of game really lends itself to like a very strategic way of playing. For the most part, the War of the Lions and Tactics Ogre, they definitely go for it, and it sort of works in some situations, but I don't know. I'd rather just play the game that was made for fun, you know, where there's the totemas and the combo system and my favorite character, the dual wielding paladin with, you know, the Excalibur and the Save the Queen, just one-shotting people and like being unable to be hit because you have the dodge or whatever it is. Okay, I should preface this by saying I have not played this game in years. I'm so excited to get back into it though. Pissy grandma, that's so mean. Step over here and say that again. Kick your ass. Here comes the teach. Children, behave. Oh, behave. The snowball fight is over. Lyle, Colin, Guinness, I want you to come with me. Mew, head your forehead. You know what's cool is, well, no, okay, I'll save it for later. But you see these characters again, which is super fantastic. I love that they do that. But they don't tell you that. They just show you with, because the names are the same. Anyway, you'll see it later. I think it's really cool. I can't stand bullies who picks on kids. Those jerks. So, King, what are you doing after this? Oh, I don't know. Probably recording. I was going to go buy this book, and I was wondering if you wanted to come along. Ah, I can't. My brother, he's back out of the hospital. No, he was just born with. I actually don't remember what he had. Polio, maybe, or something like that. Anyway, he can't walk. So it's, you know, this story sets itself up perfectly for, you know, all these kids who want like a fantasy world, right? Because Ritz is, she's white. I don't think her white hair problem is really that serious. I think she's overreacting a bit. But anyway, they had to give her character some motivation to want to stay in the fantasy world. And Mute, of course, his life sucks. His dad is, you know, on the... I forget what it was, but he's like poor or something, really poor. And his mom died, and, you know, he's bullied at school. I hope I'm not spoiling anything if, you know, someone hasn't played this 10-year-old game. They actually go into a fantasy world. These two thuglets are trying to scrape some money off this dude. I'm assuming since he's right next to a cafe, that must be his place or something that he runs. I don't recall them actually ever explaining it. They were just like, you know, this guy's in a tough situation. A reason for him to stay. You know what's weird? I don't understand how. Okay, so okay, wait. Does he remember that he was in a previous world before this? I don't remember. It seems like he does because he's a special character, right? He might. I think you recruit him too, which is freaking weird. Anyway, yeah, I haven't played this game in fucking 5 years at least. Don't you have work to do, Dad? What are you doing? I asked, no. Busy, busy, busy. Trying to just, feed you, you fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. I guess he doesn't work for the cafe. I don't know. He used to work at a bigger company before, but where's he work now? When Mom died, he stopped caring. He broke down big time. I bet you used to go on vacations and stuff a lot. Don't you remember that? Back when your life was all nice? Don't you remember? Fucking asshole. I've noticed that this main character dude is definitely, he says a lot of things he probably shouldn't have. You'll see that earlier in the next video. Anyway, I'm going to stop this video here. Another video tomorrow, probably, and for the rest of the week. See ya.